So we're standing in what is called the Phoenix Pharmacy building. It was built in 1922 by John Leach. A lot of people don't know about him, but he was a big time mover and shaker of Portland back in the day. It's a very unique architectural round curved building. It's really the only one like it in the area. The building has a colorful history. It's almost 100 years old, and I'm very excited to bring it back to life. From 1922 to roughly 1970, this was the Phoenix Pharmacy before it moved across the street over there where the Dollar Tree is now. For those 50 years, it serviced everything for everybody in the neighborhood. Back then, pharmacies was one-stop shop. So you could buy everything from Spalding basketballs to your medicine, to Victrolas, cameras, pencils, and so forth. So it was a big cornerstone in the community. When I was doing research in the Oregonian, there was people that would put it in their obituary that they worked 15 years at the Phoenix Pharmacy. So it was a special place for a lot of people. After the 1970s, that building changed hands a few times, and the last real active use was Allen Video. So we're talking VHS tapes and rotary phones. That ran from about 1989 to 2000. We've talked to the long-timers here on Foster. They remember the gorilla. Allen Video would always push up a gorilla outside and hold up a sign and have like a rotary phone. So it's always been my vision when we bring the Phoenix back is to push out a new gorilla, have a Foster the Phoenix t-shirt on and be like, I'm back. So keep an eye out for that. My father, Buck Stove Palace, is one block to the east of here. His original stove palace was on 72nd and Foster, where the new apartment building is across from the Mercado. He moved over here in the 90s, bought this building with the idea of turning into a grand stove museum / community center, and it never happened. It became basically a storage unit for about 20 years. About 8 years ago, I got involved to try to help them. If you look at these plans behind me, they actually are dated 2012. So that's how long I've been at this. I don't know if you ever try to work with your family, but it's tough. Long story short, it didn't work out to revitalize the building together. Therefore, I ended up buying the building with some historic preservationists in 2018, and that's where we're at now. Like I said, I've been doing this for about 9 years, and we're seeing some true trajectory now. We got guys doing drywall at this moment upstairs, so if you're hearing them banging around, that's progress. I'm working my butt off. You know, I got thousands of hours in this easily. Haven't pulled a single nickel off it yet. And once it's all said and done, you know, it's gonna be a 1 or 2% return, it sounds like. But what's gonna be important is that this building is gonna be saved. So it's always an interesting question of what the building's gonna be. I get that multiple times a day when I'm walking outside or just talking to anybody. And to be honest with you, I really don't know. When I was younger, I wanted to be a blues club brewery selfishly, because those are my two favorite things. However, what I've realized, it's not about me, it's about the neighborhood. So I'm kind of building this project with, we build it, they will come. What it will be for now, 5 offices, individual upstairs, and retail down below. Once it's up and running, I'm gonna basically lease it out and just be involved and help on, and hopefully I've learned enough and been able to build a little bit of reputation and go find that next historical property and work on it. But what's important to me is not only find a tenant, but find someone that's local in the community and someone that is willing to be a positive influence to the area. I've been on the street a long time and I've seen a lot of different things come and go. So Foster's always been kind of a unique area where it's like, oh, it's up and coming, it's gonna happen. And it never really did happen. And then once all these other kind of areas gentrified, for lack of better words, it really pushed out the last affordable housing in the kind of urban core. What that has done, though, it's really brought kind of a new turn of people to the Foster area. There always are going to be that old growth where there's, some people that are questionable out there, but there is a lot of younger people with families in the area that are really being involved. Growing up, this was kind of starting to be part of the Felony Flats area and so forth, and it was one of those, oh, you over on Foster? But now there's a lot of people that take pride in this area. What I really like about Foster is all the independent businesses. It's independent, it's unique, but it's still raw in a lot of ways, and I know it's only a matter of time before that goes away. It's already kind of getting shaved a little bit, but that is just the evolution of neighborhoods. It is kind of tough sometimes to see what we call Old Portland vanishing. The old buildings, the old bars, the restaurant, the music scenes, and so forth, for more apartments and everything else, Target stores and whatnot. Me being a homegrown Portlander, I think it's really important to save what's make Portland so unique, or people like to say weird. I'm blessed to have grown in a great place. My father, again, is a longtime Foster Road businessman, and my mom was a Multnomah County sheriff. I went to Laurelhurst, Fernwood, and Grant High School. I'm 36, maybe 37. As you guys know, once you get past your 30s, you try to forget how old you are. Graduated from the University of Oregon, so Oregonian through and through. Bought my first house in 2012 and just really enjoyed kind of real estate, buying something, fixing it up, saving something old, and kind of making it a new life. And that's again what drew me to the Phoenix Pharmacy building. The opportunity to carry on the legacy that my father started, as well as trying to help continue the legacy of John Leach. I consider myself a preservationist, so trying to bring this back to life. Follow us along at fosterthephoenix.com if you want to know more. And yeah, I'm just excited to share this with you, so I appreciate you coming out, Chris. Foster the Phoenix.